Veritasium, the often beleaguered cryptocurrency. Reggie's probably the hardest working man in cryptos. He is going from country to country, explaining to people how Veritasium works, explaining how this is an unbelievable solution to the biggest problem out there, which is rehypothecation in the exchanges. Veritasium could be a peer-to-peer exchange, meaning you don't need the Nasdaq, the Comex, you don't need any of that, and that's why VERI gets a lot of shit, and they get very little love because one, the exchanges are very few of the exchanges even allow Veritasium to be traded on it. If you look at the markets that Veritasium is traded, Mercatox, Ether Delta, which has been going through some huge problems, hit BTC and LA token. None of the big ones, none of the monsters are going to allow Veritasium to trade because they know Veritasium could take out their trading system. That is the amazing thing about Veritasium. The biggest thing I like right now about Veritasium is that it's under $90. That's insane. That is an insane price. Veritasium has been up at $450 not too long ago. In January, $460. That's when everybody thought, oh my God, finally they're going to let Veritasium be implemented. But no, and then we got the slam and back down right where the bankers want it, under $100, so they can load up. I have a sneaking suspicion that Veritasium will get a lot of SEC and CFTC approvals this summer. And that's what Reggie's waiting on. He's not going to buck the system. He wants to work within the system because he knows how big this is. I mean, Veritasium could take out the JP Morgans of the world, the Morgan Stanley, Goldman Sachs. Absolutely. That's the competition. And Veritasium can do it cheaper and quicker with peer-to-peer transactions. So the people using it will be extremely happy that they can go around the banksters who basically suck all the money out of any transaction. So yes, Veritasium is a screaming buy, especially below $100. They did revamp their website, which is cool. Reggie's the first to say, I didn't give a shit about a website. I don't give a shit about a white paper. A white paper was invented by crypto people, not business people. It was invented by crypto people to explain what the technology is, and most of them were just copy and pasted. And it's ridiculous, the whole white paper thing. Same with the website, but Veritasium did redo their website, so now it's pretty cool. And here's an introduction to Veritasium, what it is and what it does.
Veritasium is trust, scalable trust. Basically, the more people you have to trust, the less trust there's available to go around. Intellectual curiosity got me going, and it has me going still. Intellectual curiosity now brings capitalistic pursuit, and I wouldn't say an anarchistic, but more of a meritorious capitalism pursuit. Those who are the wisest, the smartest, who fight the hardest, who have the most drive, or the most ethical, rise to the top. Those who don't work as hard, have less intellect, fail to learn, or are more oligarchical in nature will fall to the bottom.
Don't you love that? That is Reggie at his finest. It's so true. I mean, we don't want a society where everybody gets the same because no one would work at all. Reggie is a capitalist, but a meritocracy, what do you call it? Meritocracy capitalist? Really cool guy.
Veritasium, the technologies that it relies on, its application allows meritorious capitalism where you have survival of the fittest. And now I have a team that is very diverse. We have Europeans, American, Indians, about 40% of the management team are female. This level of diversity, whether it's gender, race, socioeconomic demographic, even geographic dispersion, is unheard of. With things such as digital currencies, digital assets, and blockchain technology, and there are three separate items, three different things, you're going to have the younger generation move much faster than the current holders of assets and wealth. The reason is the older generation has learned not to listen. The blockchain is a database. That database has special attributes. If you had a dollar, a digital dollar, and your cousin had a digital dollar, but she is in China and you're in Dubai. You spend that digital dollar and she spends it at the same time or close by. You both get $2 worth of goods, but you only had $1 worth of value. That's a double spend. The Bitcoin has all the computers connected to it share in the transaction and record the transaction. So as long as 51% or more of the computers agree that this transaction has taken place, that transaction is now put into the database and recorded as stone. That's a phenomenal invention. You can send $1 million for pennies, literally. Digital assets can be applications written for almost anything. The Bitcoin application, which is a digital currency application, was first, but you also have Veritaseum, Veda, which is a very advanced application. That's our application. You had the precursor to the Veda, which was the Veritaseum digital swap platform, which is another application that allows you to replicate Goldman Sachs brokerage. You could trade over 45,000 tickers peer-to-peer without any broker, without any exchange. A digital asset could be this hotel. A digital asset could be a car. A digital asset could be my intellectual property. It could be my privacy. It could be anything. Because you could program many of these assets, if you could conceive it and write it down, you can make an app out of it. If you can make an app out of it, then you can digitize it, tokenize it, and you can move it through the blockchain. Phenomenal technology.
Really cool stuff. Absolutely. Reggie's doing this right. And the rest of the world will find out. Don't worry. It'll probably find out when it is needed the most. And in Cliff High's data, it has the government going to Reggie saying, help us. Help us, help us. I think it's going to be in September when the exchanges shut down. That's why you got to get your cryptos out of the exchanges. Absolutely. So yes, if you can get Veritaseum, which is very difficult to get it. Get as much as you can. And hang on to it for dear life, because in Cliff's data, he has it going higher than Bitcoin. Now, it doesn't specify where it's higher in price or higher in market cap, but it doesn't really matter. A move like that would be unbelievable. It'd be a life changer for anybody that holds Veritasium. Here's an article that was written a little while back. Gives basically a summary of a couple things. Launched in 2013, Veritasium is headed by entrepreneur Reggie Middleton. The main aim of the project is to eliminate the middleman in financial services and markets. Get rid of the banksters, basically. According to the company, it does this by offering two major software components. Centralized solutions. The software platform is designed to help existing financial institutions connect with distributed capital market systems. Run on servers controlled by the financial institution, it aims to offer a centralized digital asset exchange and a smart arbitrage software component that provides cross-platform liquidity. And number two is a distributed solution. These analytic-based solutions are designed to create deals that are of financial value to clients and then put them on the blockchain as Veritas sub-tokens. Veritasium's stated goal is to help individuals, entities, and institutions buy and sell those assets without the need for a middleman. That's the big one that Reggie's working on right now, the distributed solutions. He's striking deals everywhere. He's not telling anybody about it because it takes that damn regulator approval. And they are literally working with Reggie and Veritasium to get that done. When that is done, you can open the floodgates, baby. But we have to wait for it. Absolutely. And meanwhile, the morons that trade cryptocurrencies are selling their Veritasium like idiots. Absolute idiots. You absolutely should have Veritasium in your crypto portfolio. It'll most likely be the biggest and highest mover. So, and that is not BS. That's in Cliff's data. If you don't believe in Cliff, that's fine too. Study the product. Study what is the biggest problem that cryptos can save right now. What is the biggest problems in our financial markets? It's the exchanges. The criminality with the exchanges is epic, including the crypto exchanges. Veritasium could just literally replace them all with one fell swoop. And here's some things to consider before buying Veri. Cryptocurrencies are complicated and speculative, and buying or holding any cryptocurrency comes with certain levels of risk. Before purchasing Veri, make sure you consider the following crucial factors. Number one, hacking. In July 2017, the Veritasium system was reportedly hacked, and 8.5 million worth of Veri tokens were stolen and exchanged for Ether, With this in mind, you may want to review security protocols Veritasium has in place before you buy. I don't think it wasn't the Veritasium system that was hacked. It was someone that was holding, a third party that was holding Veritasium tokens, and they weren't Reggie's tokens. They weren't like tokens that will hurt you. The price went down because of the news, but they were all Reggie's tokens. And I think he's got a beat on who it was, and I think there's prosecutions in progress. So basically, don't trust any third party. Store it yourself. And 8.5 million is a sneeze to the project. Consumers' skepticism. Even the most basic Google search turns up a range of conflicting information about Veritas, including plenty of skepticism about the coin's value. It's worth conducting your own in-depth research into the pros and cons of VERI so you can make an informed decision. Absolutely, and that goes with everything you buy in the cryptos. Should be everything you buy in general. Don't rely on anybody. It's up to you to do the homework. Circulating supply. Although VERI has a maximum total supply of 100 million tokens, 98% of those were reportedly retained by the founder, Reggie Middleton. That is true, but only because nobody wanted to buy them. This was one of the first ICOs back in 2017. I think it ended in June. And he offered 51% of the tokens to humanity. Anybody could have bought. I bought. I wish I had bought a whole lot more back then. I think they were $2. But anybody could have bought it. No one was buying because it was the pre-ICO mania. So Reggie closed it up and said, okay, I'll use these to give to the people I sign on to the platform. So yes, people who are signing on to the platform will buy VERI tokens directly from the company, Veritasium. And it is a company. So yeah, the only reason there's 98% is held by Reggie is because he understood the value of those tokens, and the vast majority of humanity did not. Now they do. If Reggie did the same ICO today, it would instantly be gobbled up by the hedge funds and the big money. So Reggie's doing it right, my friends. Availability. At the time of writing, VERI was only available on relatively small number of cryptocurrency exchanges, so it may not be as easily accessible as some other cryptos. I mean, that is absolutely true. It is a pain in the ass to get yourself some VERI. You got to do a lot of homework and risk going on to kind of shaky exchanges. But is it worth it? Yeah, if you can get that VERI into your hands, absolutely. So, and the reason that it's not on any exchanges is the very reason the exchanges know that Veritasium could easily replace them. Poloniex, GDAX, Kraken, all can be gone in a blink of an eye implementing a Veritasium solution. Peer-to-peer. You don't need exchanges to steal your money. You don't need exchanges to pool all the coins. Peer-to-peer. I have something to sell. You have something you want to buy. Let's do it together. Let's use a VERI token to do that. It's that simple. Ability to rent tokens out. Veritasium also offers a token rental facility that allows VERI holders to rent their tokens via peer-to-peer transactions. A beta of the rental app is available for download on the Veritasium website. That's going to be real cool, renting out VERI tokens. So those who don't want to sell their tokens but want to get an income can do that. It's really cool. Future developments. It's worth monitoring the Veritasium website as well as the cryptocurrency news websites and forums for details of any new technological developments or corporate partnerships that may affect the value of VERI. Absolutely. When Reggie gets the approval, gets the nod from the regulators, it's going to open a floodgate. And that floodgate is there's like 2 million coins out there circulating, so everybody and their mother is going to want to get their hands on some VERI, and it's up to Reggie to distribute the 98 million remaining coins. In the meanwhile, people can fight it out in the exchanges to try to get their hands on it. So yes, Veritasium at currently, what is it right now? It is $89 is a screaming buy if you can get your hands on it. You want to know the exchanges, go to CoinMarketCap, click on this thing, markets right there. It'll show you all the exchanges that it's trading on. I would suggest only the top 1 or 2 exchanges because the volumes are so small, because it's not on anybody's radar. So good luck out there trying to get your VERI, but get it. Whatever you do, get your Veritasium. It's Big Weir, roadtoroota.com. Talk to you later.